Welcome back to Forever Hardcore. This is episode 19. In the last episode, we revisited a trial chamber, and we also looted an ancient city. One of the items that we brought back from the ancient city was a Swift Sneak 3 book, which we're going to put on our leggings later. But first, I want to go to the Nether and see if we can get the rib armor trim, which can only be found in a Nether fortress. After that, we're going to return to spawn here because I've been living out of this hole for far too long, and I come back to spawn frequently, and I would like to have a better structure to live in. So we're going to build a little house here at spawn. I've already dug a staircase here that comes out of the level 30 enchanting area down here. This also might move, by the way, but first, let's see what we can build here. And I think if we follow this little staircase up, this is going to show us approximately where we want to do our build here at spawn. So I'm going to have to do a little terraforming here. I'm going to remove some of these birch trees and level the area so that we can build a house that overlooks the water, but is also close to our little starter hole here. I'm in the Nether, and I've just found another Nether fortress. I'm looking for the rib armor trim. We didn't get it in the first fortress we looted. So let's check and see if we can find it here. It can sometimes be a little bit difficult to find. In the past, I've had to loot 3 or 4 of these fortresses in order to find the armor trim. It's kind of rare. Alright, I'm watching out for wither skeletons. I haven't seen any yet, and I'm looking for chests to loot that can have the armor trim. I'm going to try to make some of these passages a little bit safer by placing in some blocks. Okay, there we go. We've got a first loot chest right there. Let's go ahead and see if we got the armor trim. Nope, just a little bit of gold and some nether wart. I'll take the chest plate too. And I think I'm going to start collecting these chests just to keep track of which ones I've looted and which ones I haven't. Okay, so this passage is looted. Let's go find another chest. Oh, right up the stairs here. There's 2 more loot chests. Let's make sure it's safe. Okay, I'm going to put in a little barrier there. And we'll check the chests. Okay, nothing in there. We got a diamond and a flint and steel, but still no armor trim out of 3 chests. Let's keep looking for more. I think I'm going to start dumping junk in this one. I'll just leave a torch here so I know I looted it. Alright, I think I see another chest on the other side. Let's go take a look. Yes, perfect. And it is safe here. Let's look inside. Nope, no armor trim. Here's the entrance room right here, so I think we want to stay inside the fortress in order to find the good loot chest. Let's block off these passages here. It looks like we have a couple of directions to go. Let me place some blocks quickly, and then we'll check upstairs. Let's see. Oh, right there's some wither skeletons. 2 of them. We should be okay here. And no skull. That's too bad. Alright, let's put some protection in place while we wait for the withering effect to wear off. Okay, that'll work for now. And is this a large drop? No, it stairs down. Okay, I want to leave that open. Let's check the chest. No rib armor trim. Too bad. Okay, we've got another chest here at the end of this corridor. No armor trim. Okay, just some horse armor and a saddle. My inventory is full. We'll come back for that loot in a minute. Hopefully it won't despawn. If it does, it's okay. We have more like it, and there's nothing else this way. So let's continue on and see if there are any chests left. It's not looking like we're going to be able to find the armor trim in this fortress. This might be the last chest in this fortress. And no armor trim here, so we might have to go find another one. A couple more saddles and some horse armor. I'm going to leave most of this behind. Leave the bones too, and this sword. So the last nether fortress didn't have anything. No rib armor trim. We're going to check this one now, and this is our first chest. We've got some nether wart, some more gold, and some more junk that I'm not going to be able to take. So I'm just going to mark this here with a torch, and we'll check and see if we can find any other chests to loot. Okay, I don't think we want to go that way. Let's check over here. Oh, we got a wither skeleton hiding around the corner. Can we get a wither skeleton skull? My inventory is full of loot, but it doesn't matter because we didn't get one. Oh, another chest. Rib armor trim? Not quite. But I just saw a skeleton around the corner. He doesn't see me yet, but he will. Ah, it's a wither skeleton. Alright, let's watch out for the zombified piglin types, and we'll see if we can get a wither skeleton skull. No dice. Hey, there's the skeleton. Haha, take my thorns. No rib armor trim in that chest. And not in this chest either. It's not looking good for this fortress so far, but we've got a few more chests to find. Let's back up a little bit for this wither skeleton. And see if we can get a skull. Nope. No skull. And here we are at yet another nether fortress. Still looking for that rib armor trim. Ooh, gold. Let's take the chest as well. I've cleared my inventory because I went back to base. Oh, we got a Blaze here. Hello, Blaze. Oh, there's a couple here and a wither skeleton too. All right, let's back up a little and we'll check the chest. Hey, there it is, the rib armor trim. That's what I came for. And I'll take the diamond too. Since I'm here, I may as well stay and collect some loot from this fortress, since I made the trip all the way out here. This fortress is pretty far away. Oh, I just saw another wither skeleton. I should probably equip my shield, but who can be bothered? Alright, let's get rid of this guy, and we'll go see if we can find some more chests to loot. Now that I've got the rib armor trim from the nether fortress, I can finally make all of my armor the way I want it. So let's go ahead and remove our netherite leggings. We'll remove the helmet too. And I'm going to use the anvil first to add Swift Sneak 3 to the leggings. That was one of the enchantments that was missing there. And now, oh, there goes my anvil. I'll make another one in just a moment. I don't think I actually need it again. What we need instead is the smithing table here to do some trim. And I think what I'm going to put on the netherite leggings is, of course, the rib armor trim. That's why we went to the nether today. And I'm going to use redstone dust again. I've used this combination before in the past, and I like the way it looks. So we're going to go ahead and craft that armor. And for the helmet, I was thinking we would use the Tide armor trim. So we'll throw that in the smithing table. And the color we're going to use is this purple color from the amethyst shard. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and put it on and see. Now that all of our armor trim is complete, how does it look? Yeah, that's a good combination, I think. We've got the orange on the boots, we've got red on the leggings, and that violet color on the helmet. Well, now that we're all trimmed up, let's go ahead and start on today's build. We need to do some terraforming, so let's start by chopping some trees. I think this one can stay, but all these other birch have to go. And as the birch leaves begin to decay, we can use our trusty iron shovel here to do a little bit of terraforming. I want to level the dirt here all the way down to the same level as our staircase, which came up right over here. So we're going to knock all this down, and we'll see how much open area that we need for today's build. It's just going to be a simple little medieval house. I think we're going to use mostly the birch wood. We'll use a little dark oak and probably some regular oak as well. I wouldn't be surprised if we threw in quite a bit of stone and maybe even some deep slate too. So nothing too fancy, but it's going to be nice to have a house at spawn. So here's a look at the area after I've cleared it of the birch trees and leveled it. It's the same level as the top of the stairs here and our wheat field and this lava here. So now let's lay out the basic floor plan. This is the stairs here that lead down to the enchanting area. So I want this to be one corner of the build, I think. Yeah, that should be fine. In fact, this will eventually be replaced with... It could either be a stair... Yeah, something like that, probably. I want to space these blocks with 3 spaces in between. So I've placed a block here in the corner, this little hill that we cut into, and then I'm skipping every 3 blocks and placing another. That way we should end up with an an odd number build, whatever dimensions we choose to make this house. So I think that looks like a pretty good width right there. And we can come forward pretty far. Let's see how far we can come. I wouldn't even mind if it went over the edge a little bit. We could build the front part on stilts if we need to. So 1, 2, 3, where would that put this block here? Yeah, all the way down here, but that's not bad. If this was the front of the build right there, we would have a nice little balcony to overlook the water. Yeah, that looks good. I think that's how far we're going to come. And on the corner here, there's actually going to be stairs on the outside that lead to the second floor. At least that's what I have planned in my mind. So let's place some more blocks here. We want to skip 3 to keep the build symmetrical, but we don't want it to be exactly the same on both sides. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, place a block there. 1, 2, 3, and then that puts the corner here, which is kind of close to the lava. I don't really like that, so I think we're actually going to cut in here and skip 1, 2, 3 and place a block, and then 1, 2, 3 out, and then this is actually going to be the frontmost corner. I'm starting to get the basic outline in now, and on the front I even put in these little arches, which means I had to push it back a block. I carried it over to this front corner as well. And so there's some blocks on the backside here to make that look a little nicer from the front. But I'm not sure exactly where the floor is going to be. I think it's going to be lower than the dirt here. And in the back here, this should be the main entrance right here. But on the side, like I said, I want a staircase that goes up to a second floor. So that'll be on the back. And on the inside, of course, is the stairs that go down to the enchanting area. So let's place a few more blocks and raise these walls up a bit. I want the first floor to be mostly stone. We'll probably do a bit of an overhang, especially on the front and I have to figure out where I want the porches and places like that to be. We should also think about where we want the windows, but since we have a hill here on the back corner, I think I'm going to bring these blocks up at least this high, and then we should put the stairs in here so that we can start to see how far back they need to go, because I don't think they need to go back all that far. Back with another build update. This is what it's looking like from the front. I've placed some upside down stairs because we're done with the stone layer and it's time to go up with wood. We're going to be using spruce, and I'm going to put in some stripped spruce logs on top of each of these upside down stairs. But first we can use the stairs now on the back to get up to the stone level. And then if we find all these places where I put stairs, we can add a spruce log. We can strip the spruce logs later, but I do think it would be easier if we just strip them as we place them. Yeah, that'll probably be best and save us a little bit of work later, but cost us a little bit of more time up front. Let's see, we're going to have windows that start here. So there's going to be like a window box across the front here, maybe even like a flower box. And let's see, strip this log. And I only did the upside down stairs on two sides, so we do have two in the corner here. So they're only on the front and this side here, which overlooks the wheat field. Okay, let's strip these. Okay, I'm just going to strip them later because it's taking too long to place. This is the front entrance, so I'm going to need whatever block is the next row, probably spruce, is going to go there. And here, let's strip these. And I'm not sure if I need one here or not. Here, let's take a look at it from down below, because I could place an upside down stair here and add another spruce log on top of that, but do I need to? Well, that would make these two sections symmetrical and uniform, so I guess we will do that. It might look a little bit strange, but we're going to place a log there as well. Okay, so we almost have them all stripped. Did we strip all these ones? Yes, we did. Okay, perfect. So that's the first layer done. Now we just need to take these logs up about 10 blocks high, I think. Let's take a look and see if that's what we want. Okay, maybe it doesn't even need to be 10. Maybe just 9 is fine or so. Let's see what that looks like here. Oh, I missed it. I knew I would survive, though. I got really good boots. I can see now that we're going to have to do some terraforming once we get this build built, but there we go. We've got all of our spruce logs in place now and stripped going all the way up. It's 7 blocks high, I believe. Is it 7? It might be 8. But what I want to do now is put in the floor, which is the ceiling for the first floor, and it's going to go right here on this level. So this is actually going to come up 1, which means that's going to change. So I'll leave that empty for now, but we can go ahead and bring it across here. And the back side is, let's see, is it also going to be spruce on the back? Yeah, I think we can do spruce on the back as well. So let's go ahead and place in a bunch of these spruce planks. Ooh, is that what I want it to be on the front? I'm going to have to think about this a little. We'll see if this works for the floor, but let me get it all placed in, and then I'll be able to tell if I'm happy with it or not. I've got another quick build update, and then I'm going to throw a roof on this thing and bring you back in one more time. I'm running out of time in this episode for this build, and so I need to quickly put a roof on, and then the rest is just going to have to be done in between episodes. All the detailing and all the... I need to fix this entrance out here in front. It's not quite grand enough on the side of the house here for the main entrance. I mean, it's big enough, but it needs like some kind of, awning or some kind of pitched roof here that shows that it's really an entrance here. I also want to fix up the back door out this side, make this a little nicer, although this doesn't need to be too nice. This is kind of like one of those walkout basement doors. If it was a modern house, it would be like a sliding door. But it works for this build. And I need to put in a floor here, and I need to figure out exactly what kind of roof I want to do. Right now I know I want to frame it in using the cobbled deep slate, or actually just deep slate bricks probably. But that's how tall the roof is going to be up there. I think we're going to do a regular pitched roof. So just a 45-degree angle there, not a steep pitch, just because the build is so tall already. And it'll be easier to do the roof that way. Let's grab some materials and throw a roof on, and we'll see how it looks before the end of the episode. I want to show you quickly how I frame in the roof. I've already done this end, but what I'm doing is I'm leaving a 1 block gap here because I want there to be a large overhang on this build, and then I'm alternating these stairs and upside down stairs to go all the way up to the peak. And so we're going to do the same on this side over here. And you'll see that what I'm doing is I'm leaving a block space. This one is a weird corner, so I actually have to place 2 blocks. But the first stair block actually goes out here on the end. And then if I back up and slide over, I can place another stair. And then, believe it or not, I'm going out even further because I want this build, I want the roof to have eaves. I want another block to place underneath the roof just to give it a little bit more definition and a larger overhang on the roof. And then, so as you can see, I just alternate the stairs upside down, right side up, switching back and forth until I get all the way up to the peak. And then I'll place a temporary block and cap it off. And I should be almost there now, so we'll just finish it up together. Like this, and then, yep, this is the first place where the roof peaks. So I'm placing a temporary block like that so I can stand on it. And then I'm going to aim at this corner to place a stair upside down. And then if I hop back up top here, I can jump and place the top brick like that. And then I'll just break this temporary one here and do the other side exactly the same. After that, I'm going to link up the sides. So we'll just come down here to the end like so and place stairs all the way down. The sun is setting and I'm out of time for this episode. I've only finished half the roof so far, but I decided to go with some tough variants here. So I've got 3 different kinds of tough stairs. We've got the brick stairs, the regular tough stairs, and the polished, and I just mixed them in together. It took about a stack of each of the tough stairs for one half of the roof, so it'll probably take about the same for the other half. I can tell already that some things about this build are going to change in between episodes. The stone down here, for example, definitely needs a mix of cobble, mossy cobble, and the mossy stone brick and the cracked as well. I need to mix all those variants in so that the main structure has a bit of visual interest. I was also thinking about raising this window up a bit here. It wouldn't be symmetrical, but I thought it would look nice since the roof peak is directly above it. If we brought that window up a little, that might look good. I need to select a block for the eaves because right now they're just sitting empty. I also needed to finish the roof on that side, and make some adjustments to this side for the entryway. And I'm still considering whether or not to put some dormer windows on the roof. It won't make such a big difference, but it would be nice if our attic was accessible and had a little bit of window and some light coming in. So on this side, we might try putting in a couple windows and just see how it looks. But I am out of time for this episode, so that's going to do it for me from Forever Hardcore. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.